everybody! Welcome back to the Dolled Up Desserts baking channel. You'll notice I am not in my usual place. I'm actually over at my friend Ashley's house. We decided to make a really awesome, delicious Italian gluten-free and vegan treat.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, let me introduce Ashley.
So I'm Ashley. I'm an Italian girl. I'm celiac. So celiac and the 6 is my handle. And over there I chronicle my life, home travels with a gluten-free twist.
Ashley and I actually met at an event back when I started Dolled Up Desserts in 2016, and she's been like seriously one of the best and most supportive followers that Dolled Up Desserts has had since the beginning. Today we're making an Italian classic. We're making tiramisu.
Yes.
So good. So if you want to learn how to make gluten-free and vegan tiramisu, Dolled Up Desserts style and celiac and the 6 style, make sure you stick around. For those of you just stumbling on this video for the first time, welcome. My name is Katarina. I'm the chief dessert designer and founder of Dolled Up Desserts. Today is a really special video. I'm joined with Ashley from Celiac and the 6. Definitely check her out on Instagram if you are celiac and looking for amazing recommendations or recipes or just, you know, inspiration of life in general. Ashley is like a really, really cool person to follow on Instagram. Dolled Up Desserts is a gluten-free and vegan bakery from Hamilton, Ontario in Canada, and we specialize in gluten-free and vegan inclusive dessert. Even though all of our recipes are made with our baking mixes, every single recipe has some sort of information or knowledge that will help make you a better baker, whether you are baking for the first time ever or you're a really seasoned and experienced baker. So if you like baking at all and you're interested in learning more about allergen-free baking, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you can stay up to date with everything Dolled Up Desserts. And now, without further ado, let's get into this. The first important ingredient in any tiramisu is the base, and the base typically in tiramisu is ladyfingers, right?
Yes.
She's got a wicked collection of gluten-free ladyfingers, or ladyfinger-like cookies in her cupboard, which is amazing, but all of them contain eggs, so we decided to go hard and make our own version using the Blondie mix. So the first thing that we do with any Blondie mix is we make the flax egg.
So to make your flax egg, you just take your flax mix out of the pack and then you add it in water, stir it a little bit, and let it sit. Then to your bowl, you add in maple syrup, coconut oil, your flax egg, and a little bit of vanilla, and then you mix it all together.
And then the secret ingredient that any traditional proper ladyfinger has is a little bit of lemon zest. So we zested a little bit of lemon in just to give it a little extra kick of flavor, and we mix it all in, and then we added in the baking mix. That was the last thing. And then to make the Blondie mix a little bit more on the dry side, because our Blondies are super fudgy, we added in a ½ cup of all-purpose flour. You guys at home can use Bob's Red Mill all-purpose flour. You want something without xanthan gum in it. Stir it up, and then pour it into your 9x9 grease pan.
Once you've spread everything out evenly, you're gonna bake it in your oven at 350 for about 30 minutes.
Once your Blondies come out of the oven, let them cool completely because we're going to chop them up. But in the interim, make all of your other fillings. So traditionally in tiramisu, we've got mascarpone cheese, which we mentioned before. We also have whipped cream and egg yolks, which is what typically holds that nice, creamy, thick, rich, amazing layer all together. But since this is totally vegan, so there's no eggs, no dairy, no gelatin, we had to get a little creative. So the first thing we made is the egg yolk replacer. All we did is took a blender, put in some silken tofu, some soy milk, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of sugar, and we blended that right up until it became kind of like a frothy, totally emulsified mixture. Put it to the side. So the next thing we have to do is replace the mascarpone cheese. Now, mascarpone cheese is typically heavy cream that has been made into a kind of curdled cream with a little bit of lemon. To this, instead, we decided to use a store-bought sunflower seed vegan cheese. The brand that I'm using is Humble Seeds. Hopefully one day they'll be everywhere because their cheese is so good. But at home, you can use a cashew-based, unflavored cream cheese or any sort of cashew cheese. It's kind of like a brie. That'll be the perfect amount. Add a little lemon juice just to give it a nice little tang, but that's it.
Our last step was to add in some whipped cream. So to replace the whipped cream, we use coconut cream, which basically you get the cans of coconut milk. You take the top hardened portion after putting it in the fridge. Then we whipped it up a little bit with some cream of tartar and icing sugar in my KitchenAid mixer, and then we set it in the fridge to be cold.
Once you have all your components together, it's time to start assembling this. Hey, hey, hey. Do you want some of this? Do you want some of this? Do you want some of this?
He's like, don't tease me.
Dun, da, da, da. This is our lovely tiramisu. It is a bit on the soft side. We did not have enough time to let it set. You should let this set for about 6 hours.
So good.
Oh, the coffee in it is really nice. It's a little bit on the soft side, a little bit fudgy, but overall, I think we did our Italian in a spread.
Love it.
Sucks that you guys can't have any.
You can't have any either.
Oh, there we go.
Guy. Look at this guy.
He's trying to, but no chocolate for dogs.
No chocolate for him.
Thank you so much for tuning in and watching another Dolled Up Desserts baking video. I hope you guys try making this tiramisu. I know it seems like a little bit of work, but I promise you it is so good. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Dolled Up Desserts, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you can stay up to date. If you do decide to make this delicious tiramisu and you want to share it with the world, make sure you tag us at Dolled Up Desserts Baking on Facebook or Instagram so we can see it and share it with everybody. In addition, Ashley, how can everybody find out more about you?
So you can find me on Instagram or Twitter, Celiac and the Six.
Perfect. Make sure you check her out, give her a follow. She's super great and super cute all the time. Thanks for watching.